What's up, guys? How the hell is everybody doing? What's up, Predator, R. Jenkins, JGib04, Henry, The Public Awakening, R. Jenkins. Guys. Oops, let me turn that down. How the hell is everybody? Let me switch this so you can see the charts. How is everyone, man? What's up, Gamma, Richard, Michael? How'd everybody like this dip we got today? Pretty interesting. Thanks, Anthony. Appreciate it. Buy the fucking dip. Levi. What's up, Julio? What's up, Crazy Greek Freak? How you doing, man? So what I'm looking at, can we hold? This is where we broke out of the rising or actually the falling broadening wedge right here. I'm looking for this to hold. It may hold this support. If not, guys, we could be coming down to that 11,000 area. Very possible. If we do, that'll be creating a hidden bullish divergence. But I was looking at what RSI is at. This is just the regular relative strength index. That is all I'm using here. The true RSI. It's not tweaked, none of that. It's just on default setting. He didn't like the dip, Sharmik. Should I buy? Please yell if LTC is going to go back to 142. Been in since 13,560. Ouch, Jimmy. I think this will end up playing out all right, guys. We got to remember what I'm watching here anyway. Depends on if you guys, are watching or not. But, we played around this trend line right here in the gold chart. And that's right around where we're at. So we could come back down to that 10, 8, 11 area, somewhere in there. It's still possible. I don't know how likely it is right now. Honestly, the charts don't look that horrible, guys. Thanks, Boston. Buy the freaking dip. Buy the fear, man. That's why I wore this shirt tonight. I know, I've watched some YouTubers talking about everybody's super bullish. It's going down, but they're all saying that now because everybody thinks it's bullish that it's going down, but really everybody thinks it's going down because they think everybody's bullish. Makes no sense. What's up, Joshua James? LTC move is done. Frederick, what do you mean the move's done? The down move or the up move? I appreciate the tip, Boston. Yeah, I'm still in my long at 11.2. I'm gonna let this play out. I think we're gonna continue up off it. If you remember on Litecoin, the measured move we had for this being an ABC correction, which I didn't actually think it was gonna play out like that, but this being the A, the B, and the C, it actually played out almost. We may have another dip down to this $100 range, guys. Litecoin could possibly still have one more dip down there. But as you can see, I drew this. We were watching this. I want to show you guys this real quick. I threw another trend line on here. Manu asked if I'm currently in a short. No, I don't short Bitcoin in a bull market. We're looking at this as the triangle where it might break. And obviously, I had the 115 area marked and said if we broke down, we would go down towards the 100. Obviously, we did. I do believe it's still possible that we come down and touch this $100 area on Litecoin before continuing up, possibly even further, guys. Looking at that 87 target, I really don't think that's very likely. I do believe this had played out as an ABC, and we could stop here. It's possible, but I would watch for another dip down to this $100 range. And so you guys know, I really don't, this doesn't bother me at all, because most of you know I hold my Bitcoin and I hold my Litecoin, and I have a cash trading account where I use the cash to short Bitcoin, or I'm sorry, to long Bitcoin. And when I make profits off my longs, I just use them to buy more coins. That way I'm not giving anybody my coins. I'm not selling my coins. I am a true believer in crypto, especially Bitcoin and Litecoin. So I hold my coins. I leverage trade with cash on the exchange. I leverage long Bitcoin. Frederick said the up move for LTC is done. I don't think so. I really don't think so. You can see I drew another. I redrew this. If you guys were watching, I had a trend line drawn here looking at this as a broadening wedge, and it obviously we broke through, broke back down, so that pretty much, obviously that wasn't a correct trend line. Now I'm looking at this being a broadening wedge here in the RSI, and it looks like we've caught support on the bottom. Not to say that we're not going to go lower, guys, because it's definitely possible. We could come back down and test the top of this. You notice on the RSI, not all the time, but most of the time, after it goes up to the top, usually comes down to the bottom at some point in here. And that doesn't always mean the price does. As you can see, this one here, we pegged out at the top here, and we were still making higher lows over here when it bottomed out down here. So that's just because the RSI is going up and down doesn't mean that the price follows it. The RSI is the relative strength of the index, or the relative strength of the market basically. So how much strength it's taken to make the moves. But it does look like at least we're getting a nice bounce here, guys, from retesting that breakout line right here. And if you watched this morning's video, I did say that was possible, and it's also possible that we come down and test the top of this channel, which we broke out of. But I think that's a little less likely, because we obviously, this was like a failed test over here, I guess you could call it, and a bounce off the 200 EMA. But yeah, we're definitely getting a nice bounce there. Will it hold? Only time is going to tell. Let's go into the 1 hour, see what the 1 hour looks like real quick. I'm going to read some of your guys' comments. Edward Walsh, Savy, hands down, spot on. When others use your info as their own, and you demand. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm not even going to let that crap get to me. I got kind of upset about it, and, you know, it's stupid. I'll just let the haters hate and whatnot. I'm just going to do my thing. I don't care what anybody else does, man. There are so many haters out there. Yeah, Bitcoin's trying to go. I'm looking at the 1 hour. I want to go over the 15-minute and look at the RSI. You guys know my RSIs. I use this one here is red is the 8. This one white is the 13. And then the blue is the 21. Yellow is the 55. And 200. I did decide I'm going to take this weekend to make noob capitulation as a buy signal. So I did make a decision. I'm trying to put together around 5 videos this weekend. I'm going to do one on RSI, one on trend lines, one on support resistance, one on my RSIs, and kind of just do some quick tutorials through them to kind of help you guys out on how to find out where to start your trend lines, how to look for them, how to look at the support and resistance. I might do a little bit on the Fibonacci extensions and Fibonacci retracement using the Fibonacci tools. So Fabrico said hidden bullish on the 4 hour. Are you talking about Bitcoin? I did not see any hidden bullish. No, not really. No hidden bullish there. I don't see hidden bullish divergence. Charlie Lee saying in his Twitter, Litecoin having prices in. Do not believe in that. Honestly, I don't. I believe in the charts, and until the charts tell me different, if we break this 100, then I see us probably going down to the 87. But I do think it's possible that we're going to come down and give this one more attempt, the 100. But I think it'll probably hold, guys, unless we come back down, obviously, to touch the bottom of this channel that I drew in here. That's why I got thrown off track there. But yeah, I had the 115 marked and said that we would drop down to the $100 range, and if that didn't hold, 87. But I took this line here and cloned it and put it down here, and it does look like a falling channel. So, you know, we could turn up from here, you know, and break back up in there. I guess it's a time will tell thing here now, guys. Buy the fib dip. Oh no, predators on the circle fibs. Do TA on F. Yeah, remind me in a little bit. I'll take a look at it. Thanks, CJ Vogel. Yeah, we'll look at Ethereum here in a little bit. I want to go back into the 15-minute real quick and look at the RSI here on Litecoin. Actually, the 15 minutes looking pretty bullish. Don't know that I would get too excited now. As you can see, it's leaving gaps. Left a gap right here. But our RSIs are crossing. That's not a big deal. These RSIs crossing here will probably get a little push up. And maybe, you know, like I said, that continue down to $100 range. Once these EMAs are crossing the 55, that's when it's really bullish. And again, this is only the 15-minute. So you'd watch it in the 15-minute and then go over to the hour and see how the hour is looking. Is basically how you would do that. But this looks like it could be just forming a... could be forming a bear flag. And let me take a measured move if that's what it's doing. But it does look like we're going to pop up a little higher. But if we did a measured move off that, it looks like it would take us down to the bottom of this channel, guys. Whoops. Yeah, definitely could take us down to the bottom of this channel. Around the $90 range. But again, we have to watch and see what happens first here. I'll try to stay on for a little bit and we'll try to track this and see what's going on. You buy on the red, catch those falling knives until your hands are dripping with blood. Just turning in, what's your price prediction for Bitcoin for the next few days? Honestly, I think Bitcoin's going to probably be pretty choppy the next few days. But I still have my exits on my longs at 14.3. Like I said, guys, I don't care about all the stuff in between. I got in at 11.2. I really don't have time to get in and out of trades and watch every move on the market. I work full time. I play the long swings. Like I said, I'm in pretty good profit now. You know, I could get out now, but I'm gonna wait for this. I truly believe we're headed up to that target. Richard Walker, thanks for all your work, Savvy. Thank you, man, for all the support. What's up, Glorious? David Krug, thanks for the tip, man. Thanks for soothing and informing videos. I'm glad you enjoy them. I'm glad they help, man. You know, that's why we look at both the bullish and the bearish case scenario. Even though, you know, I was more bullish there, I did not think Litecoin was going to break that 115, but we knew what to watch for, and I did point that out. So we knew once we broke that, obviously you see what happened. Can you check the yearly on Thorcoin? I have never heard of Thorcoin. I'm getting feed up. I'm getting fed up. What are you getting fed up with, Rafal? Litecoin? XRP? I don't even want to look at that chart. That chart's so messy. Not against XRP or the fans, but that chart is the ugliest chart I've ever seen. You can't even figure it out. What TA makes you believe we're going to 14K? Tommy Tobias. Apparently you didn't watch the videos this morning, but I will show you. There's a few different measured moves I have off it. This wedge right here, the falling wedge, the measured move where we broke out of that, gets us around the 14.3 area. Looking at this as a broadening wedge, let me zoom in so you can see it. Looking at this as a falling broadening wedge, measured move of where we broke out, that gets us to 14.7. I'm more apt to the 14.3, but 14.7 is possible. And the way that would be validated for me is break down below this would invalidate. That would invalidate the broadening wedge, which is the 14.7. But a break below the 96.85 would make the falling wedge target invalid. Is BTC dipping? It's doing what it's been doing, up and down. But I mean, you guys look at the big picture. There's not much has happened. I mean, in reality, that's like nothing. And everybody, you know, when you watch all the videos where people calling for the super lows, you know, they're looking at the 1 hour and stretching it out, making it look like it was a crazy, horrible, gigantic dip. It's not that big of a deal, guys. And like I said, that's why I hold and I trade long swings. I don't have to stress out about all these little dips. Oh, I wanted to let you guys know too. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, guys. Smash the likes. I don't know if you guys ever heard of it, but I believe it's a partner of Kraken, or it's in the deal with Kraken. It's called Crypto Watch. It's going to be released in about 2 weeks. They'll get me a affiliate link over, and I'll put a link to it on the channel, and you'll get some discounts. But it's pretty cool. It's a site where they put, like, instead of being on a bunch of different exchanges and have to switch around on your charts and, you know, on your browser, you can put it all into one and manage all your money and all your exchanges on one platform. It's an awesome idea. Does that look funny on the green screen? On top of my water, it's green, so it probably disappeared when I got in front of my face, huh? I think it was Tether News that freaked people out. You know, people always say that, but what the reason I don't believe in that, the news and all that crap, because everything hits where we expect it to hit. I talked about this morning. I said between 11.6 and 11.7. You know, I thought if we came down sooner, I was thinking 11.7. But I mean, we were looking at coming down and testing this. We talked about it. Gold 2020 forecast calling for a volatile July. I don't pay attention to that stuff. Coin check Check CoinDesk. Metropolitan Bank says it shut down Tether's account after 5 months. A guy named Joy. Hey Savvy, quick question. Where do you buy Bitcoin? Because Coinbase's fees are annoying me. Sometimes Coinbase and Cash App. Cash App's fees aren't nearly as bad. You can put money over to Coinbase Pro and it's a lot cheaper than just buying on Coinbase. You still have fees, but they're cheaper than Coinbase. It used to be free. As long as you put the money over. It wasn't free, but it was very little. Public Awakening. Savvy, would you agree that the markets are computer run and not really tied to supply, demand, reality? I don't know. Never thought about it like that. It's definitely possible. Anything's possible, but I do believe human emotions make the charts. Nice bottle of water I have. Thanks, Richard. Coinbase Pro has cheaper fees than Coinbase. Yeah. In the bull market, gold 2020 was $900 a month. Crypto has always been volatile. Yeah, it's a small market. It's going to be volatile until there's enough money in the market that it makes it hard to move. Henry says Coinbase Pro is way cheaper. He found out the hard way. My shirt says buy the fear. DJK. Has anyone exchanged crypto to crypto on Coinbase? It's free. I don't think Coinbase really does anything for free. They might make it look free. Franklin Cruz, Savvy, hope all is well. What is your opinion on Neo? It's taken a hit like other coins, but the team behind doesn't seem to be giving up on it, and the price has been making a comeback. I don't know. To be honest with you, man, I don't follow all them coins, but the way the market's playing, I think a lot of the smaller projects are gonna definitely die off this time. I mean, I'm not being a maximalist by any means. I do believe there are a lot of useful coins, and I do believe there will be some that succeed. But guys, I don't even know how many now, over 3,000. I don't see more than maybe 20 actually making it. Not to say they all die. They'll probably be, still trading or whatever, but I don't believe there's going to be massive gains on those. Link, I don't know. Everybody's talking about it. It just sounds like a hype coin right now. The hype coin. But I don't know. I don't look into it, to be honest with you. I don't know. Am I still bullish? Hell yes, I'm bullish. I just said I'm still in my long. If I wasn't bullish, I would close it. I've been in my long since 12 or 11-2. Thanks, man. I appreciate the tip, David. Thanks for stopping by, man. Yeah, I don't have an opinion on Link. I haven't looked into it. Don't really interest me, honestly. Yeah, we may be seeing a lot of wicks here in the next couple days, next day or two anyway. I believe this is where the markets make money, where everybody's confused. Throw wicks up and hit stop losses and liquidate people, and this is where they make their money. Ooh, Predator's running hard on Ethereum, huh? That's all right. I know it has a lot of fans. Personally, not You know, I hold a very little amount of Ethereum, but I'm not like I said, I'm not all into all the other coins. Litecoin and Bitcoin's all I'm really into. Scotty said he bought some fear today. All right, man. What? The daily's closing now, huh? About 2 minutes. How's that daily candle look? Probably pretty ugly, huh? Actually, not bad. Decision time. I'll take a look at Ethereum real quick just to see what it looks like. I'm gonna open up this. Oh, look, there it is. So, Ethereum honestly doesn't look all that bad either. Yeah, let's take a look at this. Yeah, I don't know. Ethereum looks like it might take one more leg down too. Let me get that out of the way real quick. Let's go into the hourly. Go back to the 4 hour and get that out of the way. Go in the hourly chart. Yeah, Ethereum looks like it's gonna have another leg down also. Maybe come back up to, yeah, around this 290 or so. It may have another leg down here, guys. Trying to, let's look at the, maybe not. We got some hidden bullish divergence here. It might be all right there. We may get a nice bounce up. If we do, that would probably be forming a rising broadening wedge, which is, as we know, a bearish sign. But in a parabolic market, I don't count on bearish signs too much. So just put these lines up here. If you guys are charting ETH, I would start with that. And there's probably going to be like a equilibrium line right in here. Let's go. Let's pull up the RSI. I'll just do a quick little. All right. So, yeah, it looks. It's hard to say. It does look like there's possibly another leg down. The RSI is pretty low though. Let's see. It may just come down and touch this one more time before a bounce. But yeah, I don't see a whole lot more downward action, guys. AB. Trying to. It's hard to chart something that I haven't looked at for a long time. I mean, I can get an idea, but yeah, I don't know. It looks like it might get another leg up, and then, you know, we might get, ETH might go down quite a bit. So we have to wait and see, but I think that's still possible, this 128 area. And then we'd have to revisit it there, guys. Get back over here. But yeah, until something drastic changes here, I'm gonna be bullish because I truly believe in this pattern playing out, guys. All right, back to the chat. Considering the daily, how am I calling it? Technically, by the daily would be technically the daily, this would be neutral. But I do believe we're probably going to come back down to test this one more time maybe and come back up. But I think it's going to be fairly quick. We'll have to see. But like I said, do keep in mind it's possible that we come down to, put it in here. You know, we could come all the way down to this 11.2, somewhere in that range. If we was to come straight down on this daily, 10.9 would be worst case. But I think we have a good chance of this trend line holding here, guys. If we came straight down today in the daily candle, 11.5, 11.6, worst case, I think. If that breaks, if we break this 11.5, then we're probably most likely going to head down to the $11,000 range. I'm going to move this over here. And I'm going to turn this orange. So yeah, the 10, let's see. Let me zoom in a little bit, try to get a better idea where that's at. So yeah, I'd say if we went below the 11.540, somewhere in that range. Let me look over here real quick. Yeah. I would say if we went below the 11.540-ish, we're probably heading down to the 1100. And watch that close if that breaks. A lot of people believe in M's, and that would be forming a M here, which would be very bearish. But like I said, as of now, I'm still bullish. And unless we break this 1100 range, and I believe I'm going to put my stops there just in case we get a wick down. I'll probably put my stops at about 10.8, 10.9. And, you know, obviously I would lose on that trade, but I'm okay with that. Is Litecoin going back up? Like I said, it looks to be going back up, guys, but I think it has another leg down. I'm looking for it to come down to this $100 range. And if that doesn't hold, you know, we know where our next target is, but it looks like it wants one more leg down, guys. Definitely looks like it. I could be wrong there. We could continue up from here. You still think 46,000 Bitcoin by the end of the year? Steven asked. Yes, I do. Nothing has changed in that chart. That always zoom out. Look at the macro chart, guys. It still looks absolutely beautiful. So yeah, I am still calling 46,000 by the end of the year, unless we break this support line here hard. I mean, obvious. But if you look at the gold, right in this area, you can see my EMA, the yellow EMA, which is a 55, and it obviously this is the weekly and Bitcoin's on a daily, but you can see we came down and tested that for support a few times. And let's take a look at Bitcoin. You know, so we could, you know, in worst case, come down to the $96, $97 range, and I would still be bullish on this unless we, you know, broke through this with some force. So yeah, in the long run, guys, that's why I do what I do. I hold my coins. I don't sell my Bitcoin, don't sell my Litecoin. I don't want to lose my coins, and I just use cash to trade leverage on Bitcoin. And I use Kraken 5 times leverage, pretty safe. I don't do no crazy high leverage gambling. Dean, I just don't understand everyone going crazy with the crypto volatility. We all know how this is going to play out. I think there's a lot of new people too, and the people that have been around for a while, especially making videos, really feed off them with their thumbnails, and they're always got this new indicator, crazy this, crazy that, and just get people all emotional, man. If you're playing with emotional, or if your emotions getting in the way, you definitely shouldn't be trading, guys. Your best option is the dollar cost average. You know, buy when you can, when you know, on a certain day, every day of the week, or every time it does a dip, buy a little bit. Not to get emotional. And if you're trading and you're getting scared about a trade, you're playing with way too much money, and probably not enough experience. I do suggest before you actually leverage trade, if you're going to leverage trade, is I believe it's called eToro. You can set up a fake account. They give you, I think, $100,000 fake money, and you can learn to leverage trade. That won't be exactly like the feeling when you really have money in there, but it'll give you a way better idea, and you'll know what you're getting into instead of watching YouTube videos and watching people where they say it's going to go and then when they disappear and it goes the wrong way, you don't know where it's going. I mean, did you say crazy? Yes, I did say crazy. If I had 2,000 to invest, which would I choose, Bitcoin or Litecoin? Could I choose a little of both? I'd probably put 500 in Litecoin and 1,500 in Bitcoin if I was going to do it. $2x is enough for you? Yeah. I mean, everybody's different. Everybody's risk level is different. And that's why, you know, a lot of people watching other people's trade, you got to find out what trading works for you. Are you trying to be a day trader? Are you a swing trader? Do you want to just stare at the charts all day? Or do you want to, you know, it all depends. There's so many different styles. It's got to be what works for you. Yeah, that's, you know, I trade on usually the 4-hour daily, and, you know, I look at the 1 hour and the 15-minute just, you know, for fun, I guess. But I just don't trade those small time frames and stuff. It'll drive you nuts watching the candles on those. Like right now, if you're watching this on the 15-minute, it probably looks like the end of the world's coming. If you guys learn anything from Savy, it's that. Leave your emotions out of this. The charts prepare you for the outcome, good or tolerable. Yeah, man. I mean, you got to know what you're getting into. Like I said, you know, I could have sold up here and tried to buy back here, but I don't have time for all that, man. Yeah, if you're new here and you haven't, check out the Discord. It's totally free, guys. It's awesome. There's a can't even talk. So it's the best community. I mean, the people are awesome in there. We got a great group of moderators that, you know, will work with people and give you warnings if stuff gets out of hand. But I mean, it really doesn't happen much in there, guys. It's a great community. Everybody's trying to help each other out. And you always got to remember, the market consists of bulls and bears. If everyone thought the same, there wouldn't be a market. So, you know, people are going to disagree, and it's okay to disagree. You just don't bash each other, you know. The market wouldn't be the market without bulls and bears. It's just how it works. If everybody was bulls, the market would just go straight up all the time. If everybody was bears, it would go to zero and be done. No emotion. I say that all the time. I might even make a t-shirt that says that. Throwing your emotion in the trash or something. Do I have any predictions for Litecoin by the end of the year? Yeah, my prediction of that, if Bitcoin hits my target of 46,000, then Litecoin, my target would be between 600 and 1,000. And obviously, the closer we get to that area, the more toned in our price would be. LZS said wait lower to buy. The bears are loving this. They eat it up, especially on YouTube videos. Franklin Cruz, thanks for the tip, man. Price prediction for summer and end of the year. Time is so hard to judge. Just so hard to judge. It all depends, you know, on how this wants to move. But my end of the year target, like I said, on Litecoin is 600 to 1,000. If this plays out the way I believe it will with the gold chart, and this can kind of, I guess, give us a rough idea. It's not going to be perfect because these aren't exact. The pattern looks good, but I mean, the distance and stuff isn't exact. But we could be looking at a all-time high, you know, October, November, maybe not till December. But I do, this is my target. I'm sticking to it, 46 to 47K. Bitcoin has a lot of support underneath it with the 20 and 50 EMA or MA. Yeah, and I got my 55 and my 200 down here. That's on the daily. How's it look on the weekly? Whoops. Let me get out of this chart. Let me go back over to this one. So, yeah, and I liked that this dipped when we started daily, because I don't like a daily to go without a wick. If you notice, there are some that do, but I like a wick first, a wick down, and then a move up. I don't know. That's just something weird, I guess. I kind of like a superstition I have, I guess you could say. But yeah, look at the weekly, guys. It's pretty damn bullish. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. I mean, that is just bullish, period. There's no other way to describe it. That's bullish. And we're in what, Wednesday, so we still have a lot of week to go to get up here and break this high over here. Would be nice, right? Definitely possible. That's what I'm looking for. What app or program is he using to show the graphs? I use TradingView. Ethereum end of the year, I have no idea, to be honest with you. I don't, like I said, I don't really follow it. I don't chart it. I believe each coin has its own personality, man. I don't know, but ETH isn't looking good as some of the others, that's for sure. I mean, it looks bullish. I mean, when you zoom out. Yeah, I don't have a prediction for Ethereum, to be honest with you, at all. Could, you know, do the cheesy, pull out the fibs, and look at this as a giant wave one. And 1500 to 23. I doubt it. But if you use a fib and went to the, you know, that's saying around 1500 would be the one. But usually a third wave would be the 1618, which would be 23,000, between 23 and 24,000. I'm going to throw, just for fun, I'm going to throw the fibs on this Bitcoin chart right here, just to see what it looks like, just out of curiosity, where I want to start it, but we'll start here and down to there, see if any of that lines up. Nope. So off of the fibs, if this was wave 1, 2, 3, the fib would be 34,000. The hype is all about Bitcoin right now. That's why even poor altcoin holders are jumping in. At some point, when alts look tasty to Bitcoin holders, they will jump into the right coins. I was thinking about that today with the altcoins and stuff, and I believe it's possible there's some whales sitting in altcoins that are eventually going to dump them and get into Bitcoin. I'm seriously starting to think we're going to see a lot of altcoins go to shit. I really believe that we're going to see that soon. And not to say, you know, the bigger coins, the more successful ones, but a lot of these that are coming out of nowhere and getting all kinds of gains, I believe are going to disappear. You can't tell me all these coins are legit. They're not. I don't care what anybody says. There is more scams than not. People drawing up crazy white papers They can say whatever they want them to say, and people believe in it. Billy Bob, what exchange you use for leverage trading? I use Kraken. It's legal. I'm in America, and it's 5 times leverage. That's all I need. I play around with Prime XBT with 100 times leverage a little bit. I do that more for fun. Real small trades. I've actually won a couple just playing around, but it isn't my thing. That's just I guess just to play around. I do have a link to that below in my description below the video. If you use the Crypto Savy promo code, they give you an extra 20% on whatever you deposit in your account. You don't get to pull that 20% out, but you get to keep the gains on it if you get gains off of it. But I don't suggest 100 times leverage for anyone that isn't a seasoned trader. There's also a link in my description for Bybit. That's another exchange that you can trade leverage on. Check that out if you get a chance. They also give you a bonus for using my link. I'm not sure what it is. I don't remember. But yeah, those links are down in the description below the video. Don't forget to give it the thumbs up, guys. I need to get with Bitcoin Ben too. Is anybody in here in the Northwest Ohio region? We're gonna get a meetup going here pretty soon. There's actually a few people working on different parts of it. Like I said, I'm usually pretty busy with work, and then little time I do get, I'm doing this. But I am trying to get in contact with Ben. He did say he would get a hold of me on it and give us a hand promoting it. So if anybody's interested, that's in the Northern Ohio area. We're looking at probably around the Cleveland area. You and the missus thinking about adopting? I like Mexican food and in-home trader training. Any point in investing in alts right now, or wait till they go down more? I don't know, man. The alts are pretty scary right now, honestly. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have any suggestions there. Like I said, all I really watch is Litecoin and Bitcoin, and I think these are going to do fine. Southwest Michigan. That's close enough, Lewis. I will be announcing it once we get everything put together. Yeah, as soon as we get everything put together, I will start announcing it more. I'll probably put a link to a page with information on it, and we'll get it going. I think there's a sponsor already. It's a car dealer out in the Cleveland area. That's gonna help out with it. Do KYC with Kraken? Yeah. How far down are we going? We just talked about that. I'm looking for support on this breakout line right around the 11.6. If we go down that far, which we may not, we may get support off the 8 EMA right here around the 11.8 and pop up from here. But definitely watch. If we go below the right around the 11.540, then we're looking at the 11,000. If that breaks, then we're going into the $9,000 range. But I believe this is going to hold you right here, guys. If not, we know what to look for. Like I said, I'm in a long from 11.2, which is right here, and I'm not getting out of it yet. Lots of charts there. I don't know where he was talking about. How far? SB, just for sake of it, Savvy, throw some lines on LTC BTC. I'll go ahead and throw some lines on it. I don't, like I said, I don't chart it that way because I don't trade it that way. So I don't really pay attention to it. Where would it Looking for Coinbase. I like Coinbase because it seems more true, and they're usually cleaner because it actually deals with US dollar. But I don't see it. There it is. Could we have more to go? See, that could possibly be it. See something real quick. So even that looks like there's going to be one more leg down. Definitely possible. Another leg down here to maybe the 0.008. Definitely possible. Or if, you know, we could continue out a little bit and even come down to 0.005, somewhere in there. But like I said, I don't normally chart this one either. But it is a falling broadening wedge, so if we did, you know, get a bounce and come up this way, that might be a really good sign and pop on through here. It is definitely possible. Just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna, that's a pretty wide wedge, but I'm still gonna, like I said, just for shits and giggles. That would definitely be a bull run move. 0.027. Which actually would kind of make sense. See how it plays out. But yeah, I think we have another leg down in Litecoin. I really think so. Let me look at the RSI over here though. I want to look at it against the dollar real quick. And see here, it doesn't look bad. It is actually, yeah, might get that dip down to 100. Like I said, I'm still looking for that. Still looking for the dip down to 100 and then get a bounce from there. Bitcoin, still looking the same. I do believe, definitely guys, on Bitcoin, watch for this trend line to break. Like I said, on the daily here, it would be around the 11,540 range. If that breaks, I would be looking down towards the 10.9 to 11,000. And if that, well, let's see, give you kind of a more precise number. If this was to break, say around the 10.963, if that was to break, then we're probably headed down to here, guys. I don't think it would be straight down though, honestly. Maybe 95, 9,600. But first we have to see if this line's gonna hold. Right here. If it doesn't hold, I'm probably gonna put a stop down in this area, 10.8 or so, because it could wick down just past this and back up. That would be testing the top of this rising channel, which I believe should hold. Yeah, so that's where we're at. If that big M plays out, how low would it go? Yeah, if that M played out, I know a lot of people like the M's, but like I said, we had one here, wasn't really that bad, but it could go down to that 95 area and possibly all the way down to test the $8,000 range, which would be retesting the top of this wedge that we broke out of. But that just seems a lot less likely to me, guys. Not that it's out of the cards, but I don't see it. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out here. Do you ever stablecoin or just... Oh, no, I don't use stablecoins. I use fiat in the exchange to leverage trade, and I hold my coins. My average cost into my coins are extremely good right now. Where do I see Litecoin by Sunday? Time is the hardest thing to judge on a market, guys. So hard. You know, I'm not even gonna call a date. We're definitely oversold in the RSI here. Like I said, I think we're probably gonna have one more dip down here to the $100 range. If that doesn't hold, you know my target after that. But good chance that's gonna hold, guys. That is the measured move off of this here for the ABC, and it actually went a little bit lower, about 99, somewhere in there. But I think there's a good chance that holds, guys. Let's see what else we can see in the charts here real quick. Try to give a quick run through of what I see, if there's any divergence or this right here is bullish divergence in Litecoin, not hidden bullish, but bullish. You see we're getting, let me widen that line so you can see it and make it white. So getting lower lows in the price and higher lows in the RSI. Whoops. Higher lows in the RSI is bullish divergence. So that would give us the bounce here, but that's not to say we don't come down and get a lower low first, which, you know, could still stay above this in the RSI and go up from there. But keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on the RSI. Keep an eye on our targets. Like I said, I'm still watching for this $100 area and see how it reacts from there. And I am going to put a price target here too, guys, right on that breakout line. And that is actually around the 11,540, somewhere in there. If that breaks, then I see us going down to the 10,900 to 11,000. I really prefer red and green slowly moving upward trend. Yeah, I mean, I get it for a healthy market, but that's just not how Bitcoin does it. Louis Garcia, I'd like to be able to make it to a meetup. Hope you have one. Yeah, we're definitely having it. It's going to probably be the middle of September. I'll really start getting into talking about it more as soon as we figure out exactly what's going on. Who has the best trading platform? You use IG. That's all about preference, man. Everybody's different. Only 18 likes, you bastards. You might want to refresh. I would imagine there's probably more than that. Maybe not. No problem, SB. Alright, guys. I think I am done here, and I will be doing an update video in the morning as always. So I'll see you in the morning, and I might pop into Discord for a little while tonight and chit chat, see what's going on, see how everybody is. But other than that, I think I'm out of here. I appreciate you guys stopping in. Don't forget to smash the likes. Check out the affiliate links below the video and join the Discord if you haven't joined it already. Always someone to talk to in there, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. There's always people in there. Awesome community, guys. Definitely check it out. Bitcoin Broke said I see a boat party in our future. Congratulations, Bitcoin Broke, on the baby, man. So take it easy, guys. Have a good night.